Hi folks, welcome to this video on Act 5, Scene 7 of Macbeth. Now, before we get into the scene, it's quite a short one today, but before we get into it, we're going to do our knowledge check as we always do. And for our knowledge check today, we're going to look at the names that Macbeth is called across the play. So I've compiled a list of these names, starting at the beginning of the play, when Macbeth is called Brave Macbeth, Valiant Cousin, valiant means brave or courageous, Worthy Gentleman, my worthy Cawdor, Great Glam's worthy Cawdor. Remember, this is Macbeth's formal title. He's Thane of Glamis and Thane of Cawdor. Then there's a bit of a break, and then from the end of Act 3, the word tyrant is used consistently for Macbeth. There's only a couple of uses of Macbeth's name by other people as we get towards the end of the play, and instead most of the characters replace the name Macbeth with the phrase the tyrant. So I want you to pause the video and think, what do these two groups of names suggest about Macbeth's character and how people see them? And then start the video again when you're ready. Right, here are my thoughts. So the first group of names is all about Macbeth's courage, his patriotism, his loyalty to Scotland, his honour, and it shows that the other characters respect Macbeth greatly. Of course, seated in there is this title, Thane of Cawdor, and we know that the original Thane of Cawdor was executed for treason, for betraying King Duncan, so there is a little bit of a seed of doubt there, but generally these titles are about respect for Macbeth. Now, the word tyrant that's used at the end of the play is all about Macbeth's violence, his brutality, his immorality, and his evil. At the end of Act 4, Scene 3, Macduff calls him a fiend, which has a real kind of religious sense of being pure evil, being in league with the devil. So what we see is this massive shift in Macbeth's character, and we see how far he's fallen from someone who is noble and elevated and respected to someone who's seen as being completely corrupt. Okay, this is the scene. We're not going to read the whole thing, just going to pick a couple of things out for you. What you can see in yellow there is Macbeth's obsession with the witch's prophecy that he cannot be harmed by anyone not born of woman. And Macbeth is dwelling on this. Even though he already knows the witches have tricked him about Birnam Wood, he's kind of pinning his hopes on this idea that everybody's been born from a woman, so this one cannot possibly come true. And to almost confirm Macbeth's thoughts on this, young Siward enters. Now, this is the son of the Earl of Northumberland, and this is Malcolm's cousin. He's a brave warrior. He's very strong. He stands up to Macbeth, but Macbeth kills him. And then Macbeth kind of gloats and he says, "Thou wast born of woman." And this confirms Macbeth feeling pretty invincible. Macbeth goes off stage, and then Macduff comes on because Macduff is chasing Macbeth. He's trying to find the tyrant, and he cries, "Tyrant, show thy face." So Macduff is absolutely obsessed with getting his revenge. Now, at this point, we as the audience don't know that Macduff wasn't born of woman. He was actually born by C-section. So this is going to come as a big surprise in the next couple of scenes. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I will see you for Act 5, Scene 8.